everybody, and welcome to another Feature Friday. So, using the Inspections mobile app in Application Suite is rather straightforward, but there's a couple of nuances to be aware of depending on how the inspection that you are to perform was generated. So, let's take a look at a couple of different situations. Okay, so here we are. We are going to start with the Inspections application. I am casting my tablet so you can see it. And I just simply click and open up the Inspections app. So notice that the default list of inspections, the assigned inspections, those are those assigned to me as a user, actually my labor record specifically. So if on the underlying work order your labor record has been assigned either specifically or as a crew or craft member, then you'll see the inspections that are awaiting execution. So let's start with looking at what's over here on the left-hand side. You will notice that the asset and its location, or just a location if that's what's being inspected, whatever the focus of the inspection is displayed over here. The instructions icon over here on the left as well, if you open that, if there are any instructions that were included in the form template, then they will show up here as well. So for those of you who are creating inspection templates, there is an instructions field up in the header of an inspection form that you might not necessarily know about. Okay, let's move over to the right-hand side where things get interesting. So this particular inspection, the valve exercise inspection, is actually defined on a task in a particular work order. In this case, the number is 1120. That work order is of work type PM for preventive maintenance. By the way, this work order was generated from a PM record, of which used a job plan to define the task, which is where the inspection form was indicated. If you click on the box icon here with the arrow in it, if the specific work order has been synced to your mobile device, then you'll be able to jump over to that work order. So if I go down this list here, and as I scroll down, you can see that this first inspection is for the asset 2436. If I roll down, this one is for 2435. This one is for 2438. So these are multiple inspections that needed to be performed. They're all from the same PM work order, as you can see over here. Each one is on a different task, and each one is for a different asset. Let us scroll back up to the top. The status icon over here on the right, that is the status of the inspection form, not the underlying work order. And of course, if you click the big blue icon here, you can either start or resume the inspection. I'll go ahead and do that. A couple of things here. Up in the upper left corner is a list icon. And if you want to see all the questions of the form all at once and to be able to jump to them, you can certainly do that. So here's all of the questions, and if I wanted to jump to question number 3, let's say, I just click that, and now question number 3 is at the top of my screen. The eye icon here at this level is simply the form instructions that you saw earlier. So a little bit more information there if you need it while you're actually in the form. And so after this, it's a simple matter to answer each of the questions, just kind of depending on what the questions actually are, whether it's looking for different values, or you're choosing from a pick list, or you're adding an attachment, that sort of thing. When you are done, you can click the complete button in the upper right corner. Or if you wish to save the form as is and come back to it at a later time, you simply come over here to the left and use what looks like the back arrow. There is no save and exit like there used to be with previous versions of this. So let's just go back and look at one other kind of inspection form That's just a little bit different than these other ones here. So at the very bottom, I have an inspection form, and you can see that I have very similar icons, but this particular one is only for a certain location. Since this location in the system behind the scenes has a service address and the map service is functional, I can click and see where this is on the map. Once the map renders, I can then work my way down and actually find where this particular inspection is requested. And this particular one is down in Las Vegas. Click the back arrow to get back to the form itself. And let me roll down and get back to it. Of course, this inspection form came from work order 1453. That work order is of work type inspection. And notice as well, coming out of the work order is an estimated duration. So the duration field on the work order has been populated with 1 hour. So there you go. A couple of nuances about the Inspections mobile application, and we certainly hope this was helpful.